Awaken Generation has been working with Bark Road Methodist Church to do a variety of things. We do send students for the year-long program. We also have invited them to speak at our youth camp, and they've run some training for our chapel band here at ACS Bark Road as well.
AG has been great to me. Even till now, I prepare. I was the first cohort, the first batch of AG students, and I really benefited from the learning. It has improved a lot on my worship leading and my worship singing. And most importantly, it really helps me to grow spiritually.
So DUMC as a church was really blessed to have the Awaken Generation team come and lead worship at our lead conference. This is DUMC's annual church conference held in June. So Ellery, together with her team, came to lead worship at our conference, and we had such a wonderful time worshiping and experiencing the Lord. And I must say that all of the team members carried a similar DNA, which is a love for Christ, a love for God's presence.
One of the greatest changes I've seen for students who have come back from AG is the understanding that the body of Christ is big, it's rich, and they're learning from different people, whether is it students, fellow students, or mentors. And when they come back, there's this sense like I'm able to give something that is fresh, something that I've just learned, and the enthusiasm to put into practice on a stage that they're used to. Some of the students have also really come back with greater level of skill. Vocal students who come back and their voices are so much stronger, and when they lead, they have the spiritual maturity, but then now they also have the voice to carry what they have in their hearts, and that made a big difference in their worship leading.
Recently, this year, the new cohort, we have 3 youths, particularly Jolene, Rongzhen, and Daniel. I've seen so much change in their attitude and the way they serve and the way they talk to the leaders. I think they have learned the culture of honor, and they have been honoring the leaders in church and whoever they are meeting. I think that's great.
What AG does for their students is, I think it gives them a broader perspective of worship, what it means to worship in song, in their lives. In my interaction with the AG leaders, the team, always felt that they were so ready to serve, so ready to give of themselves. And in some ways, our students also benefit from that, and I think they learn a culture or a spirit of servanthood, a heart of service, of giving their lives to God and allowing God to use them.
I think one of the strengths of AG is that it's really focused. It's about music, worship, mentoring. It's about bringing people to come in a life-changing relationship with a mentor and a group of people to journey together. And they find like-minded people who have been serving and want to grow. And as they trade stories, as they take their skills one step further, I think they come back to church with more vision, with more passion, knowing that what they're doing on a weekly basis is contributing to something that is kingdom and eternal. So AG plays many, many roles in the life of the local church, and they do it well.
When I was growing up as a teenager in a small church in Klang in Malaysia, I did have a lot of opportunities to mingle around with good musicians. All I had were uncle and aunties, but these uncle and aunties were great mentors to me. And this particular uncle who taught me and mentored me how to play the instrument. At the same time, he began to speak to my life as well, how to become a young man that is honorable, a young man that is full of integrity. And likewise, I must say, friends, those of you who are AG, you are very blessed to have mentors who were very open and transparent in their lives and would speak their lives to you so that you will not make the same mistakes of them, and you have something to lean on and to glean from for the future.
AG is a good platform to equip and to build up worship musicians, worship leaders, worship servants, and I think something like this is something that we need as a church in Singapore. This class or this course that they attend also allows them to interact with students from other denominations, other Christian traditions, and that exposes them to areas of worship, perspectives and approaches to worship that they're not familiar with, and that's been a tremendous benefit, I think, to help our young people just grow in their understanding of worship.
The quality of Awaken Generation really is not the curriculum. Even though the curriculum is great, it's the group of people that God has assembled. I look at this team and I think that any church, any organization with such a team would thrive and would be able to do amazing things. So at the right time, God has assembled a group of people to do just this very specific and very powerful thing to serve the body of Christ. So if anybody is considering sending or attending, you are coming into a culture that they have already established. And what you receive is an atmosphere that they have created that's full of faith, full of honor, full of the love for the local church, and full of the passion to push each person to be the best person they can be to serve God with their giftings. So come and be blessed.